Hey Timmy, welcome back to my kitchen. This particular day, I didn't plan to bake bread though. The craving just came out of nowhere, but I didn't have any cash at hand or in bank. But thank God there was flour in my kitchen, there was yeast, there was sugar, there was butter. And I said, why not? Let's bake some bread. That's how this bread came to life. So I thought to show you guys, in case you've been having problem baking bread right, let me show you some of the things that you might be doing wrong. I'll write out the ingredients on the screen for you guys so you can make use of it whenever you want to make your own bread. So the first thing you might be doing wrong, my friend, is adding too much yeast to your bread dough. Now, when you add too much yeast to your bread dough, your dough would rise faster than it should. It won't take the normal time. It will rise so fast, then collapse when it is in the oven or when it is out of the oven, and it will taste funny. Small yeast, patience, that is the real secret. The second thing you might be doing wrong, my friend, is kneading your dough wrong. Normally, when you use a mixer, you're supposed to knead your bread dough for at least 10 minutes. But when you're kneading by hand, my friend, you need about 15 to 20 minutes because your hand cannot do the same job a mixer does. For example, for this recipe, my friends, I first kneaded the dough for about 10 minutes. Then I added the margarine and vegetable oil and I kneaded for about 15 minutes more. So when you knead your dough, my friends, you will see the process in this video, the way I kneaded the dough. Forget about all this social media packaging where they show you just a little bit of how bread dough should be kneaded. You need to knead very well. You know, when a mixer mixes your dough, you know the kind of job it does. That is how you're supposed to do it. It is not easy, but you just have to do it if you want to get soft and tasty bread. Another thing you might be doing wrong, my friend, is proofing your bread like you're in a hurry. You know, bread is not like Indomie. If your dough has not doubled in size after you finish kneading, it is not ready. This totally depends on your environment. If your environment is cold, you need a lot of time. If your environment is warm, the time to proof will be shorter. Just take your time, give it warmth, give it time, and let your bread breathe. So the last thing I'll be talking about that you might be doing wrong is adding too much flour while you're kneading your dough. If you have a good recipe, my friends, you don't need to add more flour while you're kneading your dough, even when it feels sticky. But you just add your flour little by little, or you might not even add at all because it is normal for your dough to feel sticky at first. But when you keep kneading and when you knead right and you've kneaded it well, it will stop being sticky by itself. If your dough is soft, you end up with a soft bread, and if your dough is hard, you end up with a hard bread. Okay, let me add this final one. Don't be in a hurry to bring your bread out of the oven, and make sure you allow it time to bake well. You bake your bread for at least 40 to 45 minutes. That is how long I baked this one. And you see this bread that I made, my friends. It was so soft and fluffy, fresh from my own kitchen. We didn't even wait for it to cool down before we started eating it. So my friends, sometimes you don't need more money. You just need to use what you already have. Save this recipe, guys. So next time you're craving bread, you won't stress. Bye.